Hello everyone, welcome all to Physics with H-Notex. So in this video we will discuss about some previous year physics question of CPET 2021 examination. So let's begin. Here is our first question. How many times constant will elapse before the power delivered by the battery drops to half of its maximum value in an RC circuit? And the options are 0.96, 0.69, 6.9, 9.6. So let's see what will be its solution. So there is a circuit. As soon as the switch closed, the capacitor charged and the current will start reducing. So we can write the current as IT is equal to I naught e to the power minus tau by RC. Again we know that the power delivered is equal to I into V. So we can write P is equal to IT into V naught, because here V naught will constant, and we can write it as V naught by R, that is IT into e to the power minus tau by RC into V naught, that is equal to P equal to V naught square by R e to the power tau by RC. So for the power to be maximum, we know that e to the power minus tau by RC is equal to 1, that is P equal to V naught square by R. And here in the question it has been given that the power should be half, that is the power to be half of maximum value, that is P equal to V naught square by 2R is equal to V naught square by R e to the power minus tau by RC. So from here we will get the value of tau, that is equal to log 2 RC, whose value is 0.693 RC, and the answer is 0.69. Here is our next question, which is an experimenter's diary reads as follows. A charged particle is projected in a magnetic field of 7.0 I minus 3.0 J into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla. The acceleration of the particle is found to be xi plus 7.0 J into 10 to the power minus 6 meter per second square. So here it has been asking that what is the value of x, and the options are 3.0, 4.0, 7.0 and 5.0. So let's see what will be its solution. We know that magnetic field is always perpendicular to the force, that is B is perpendicular to F. So here it has been given that P is equal to 7.0 I minus 3.0 J into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla, and acceleration is equal to xi plus 7.0 J into 10 to the power minus 6 meter per second square. So here P will be perpendicular to A and B dot A will be 0. So by solving it we can get that x equal to 3 meter. Then here is our next question, which is the force acting on a current carrying wire joining two fixed points A and B in a uniform magnetic field is. And the options are depend on the area of a loop, depend on the shape of a loop, independent of the shape of a loop, and none of these. So let's see what will be its answer. Here there is a magnetic field. Let there be a current carrying wire having two fixed points A and B over it. So the force on the wire is F is equal to, we know that I into L cross B. And here F is the force, I is the current, and B is the magnetic field. Let L is the displacement vector joining two fixed points of the wire, that is A to B, and B is the uniform magnetic field. Because the displacement vector of the wire between any two fixed end or point is same, so from here we do get that force is independent of the shape of the loop. Then here is our next question, which is an electron makes 3 into 10 to the power 5 revolutions per second in a circle of radius 0.5 Armstrong. The magnetic field at the center of the circle is, and the options are 6 into 10 to the power minus 10 Tesla, 3 into 10 to the power minus 10 Tesla, 4 into 10 to the power minus 10 Tesla, and none of these. Let's see. Here it has been given in the question that radius is 0.5 Armstrong, that is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 11 meter. Magnetic field at the center is B is equal to B naught I by 2R. That it is the formula. Here the electron making 3 into 10 to the power 5 revolutions per second. So the time for one revolution will be T equal to 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 5 second. And we know that current is equal to Q by T. So your charge Q is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 and T is equal to 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 5, that is equal to 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 14, and B is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 14 whole divided by 2 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 11, that is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power minus 10 Tesla. So the answer will be 6 into 10 to the power minus 10 Tesla. Then here is our next question. The magnetic susceptibility is negative for, and the options are paramagnetic materials only, diamagnetic materials only, ferromagnetic materials only, and paramagnetic and ferromagnetic materials. We know that the magnetic susceptibility show that whether a magnetic material is repelled or attracted of a magnetic field. It is negative for diamagnetic material and positive for both paramagnetic and ferromagnetic material. This is because a diamagnetic material does not have permanent magnetic dipoles and the induced magnetization tends to reduce the total magnetic field. So the answer will be diamagnetic material only. Here is our next question, which is a rod of length L rotates with small but uniform angular velocity omega about its perpendicular bisector. A uniform magnetic field B exists parallel to the axis of rotation. The potential difference between the center of the rod and an end is what? And the options are 0 B omega L square, half B omega L square, 1 by 8 B omega L square. So the potential difference across any two ends of a rotating rod of length L at angular speed omega in the uniform magnetic field is given by EMF is equal to B omega L square by 2. By using right hand thumb rule, we will get that BC is greater than VA. So the potential difference will between the center of the rod and an end will be BC minus VA equal to B omega L by 2 whole square divided by 2, which is equal to B omega L square by 8. Then here is our next question. An alternating current is given by I equal to I1 sin omega t plus I2 cos omega t. The current RMS current is given, and the options are I1 plus I2 by root 2, I1 plus I2 by root 2 mod root over of I1 square plus I2 square by 2, and the fourth option is I2 square plus I1 square by root 2 whole root over. We know that the RMS value is the root of mean of square. So here it has been given that I is equal to I1 sin omega t plus I2 cos omega t. So here we can write it as the root mean square value of I is equal to root over of mean of I square. And we know that the average value of sin square theta and cos square theta is equal to half. And the average value of sin theta and average value of cos theta is equal to 0. So by putting it in the equation, we will get that the answer will be I1 square plus I2 square whole divided by 2. Then our next question is, if magnetic monopole existed, then which of the following Maxwell's equation will be modified? And the options are del dot D equal to 0, del dot P equal to 0, del cross E equal to minus del B by del T d del cross H is equal to J plus del D by del T. And here the answer will be del cross P equal to 0, where it will modify to mu naught rho m, and rho m is the density of magnetic charge. Then our next question, the energy per unit time per unit area transported by the electromagnetic field is expressed as, and we know the Poynting vector S is equal to 1 by mu naught E cross H. Then our last question of the session is, the universal gate is, and the options are NAND gate, OR gate, AND gate, and none of these, and the answer will be NAND gate. So for more, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.